What would you think of having a diverse race in the F1 racing competition? 22-year-old Guanyu Zhou has been selected by Alfa Romeo ahead of the 2022 tournament. Stick around to the end of the video to get the full news on why Alfa Romeo went for Zhou, how the deal came together, and who else was in contention for the seat. Having the first Chinese driver is a big moment for Formula One as Alfa Romeo is set to make history next season. Guanyu Zhou is set to become China's first ever full-time F1 driver. Why did Alfa Romeo go for Zhou? Zhou has been on F1's radar for several years now, first with the Ferrari Driver Academy, then with Renault Alpine, this program he joined in 2019. Crucially, it involves substantial time in old spec F1 machinery, which has allowed him to build up an impressive amount of mileage for a rookie. It comes after he became only the second driver from mainland China to have turned a wheel in a practice session during a Grand Prix weekend earlier this year when he drove his hero Fernando Alonso's Alpine in Austria. We're proud of our lineup for 2022, and we are confident Zhou will form a very successful partnership with Valtteri. We're also looking forward to welcoming all the new Chinese fans who will join the team. Alfa Romeo Racing is a historical brand and one that embodies the spirit of Formula One, and we'll do our utmost to make the experience of our sport a great one in China. Zhou added, "I dreamt from a young age of climbing as high as I can in a sport that I'm passionate about, and now the dream has come true. It's a privilege for me to start my Formula One career with an iconic team, a team that has introduced so much young talent into Formula One in the past. Now the dream is reality. I feel well prepared for the immense challenge of Formula One, the pinnacle of my sport alongside a proven world-class talent in Valtteri Bottas. I wish to thank the Alfa Romeo Racing team for this opportunity. Next year, the target will be to learn as much as possible and as quickly as possible. To be the first ever Chinese driver in Formula One is a breakthrough for Chinese motorsport history. I know a lot of hopes will be resting on me, and as ever, I will take this as motivation to become better and achieve more." F1 President and CEO Stefano Domenicali added, "The news that Guanyu Zhou will be in F1 next season is fantastic for the sport and the millions of passionate Chinese fans that now have a home hero to cheer for all year long. The pyramid in F2 is working and promoting talented to the top flight of motorsport. Zhou's an incredible talent who will be a fantastic addition to the amazing grid we have, and he will entertain and keep all our Chinese fans excited in 2022. Zhou, like many drivers on the F1 grid, joins the team with financial support. Insiders say interest in backing Zhou from Chinese companies has grown in the last couple of months as he improved in F2 and put himself on the F1 map with his enhanced links with the Alpine program. As a result, it's anticipated that Zhou's arrival in F1 will allow Alfa Romeo and the wider sport to gain a commercial upside in that it'll entice more Chinese sponsors into the championship over the coming years, with sources saying there have already been multiple inquiries. As Alfa Romeo looks to push up to the budget cap limit, additional income would be welcome, but Vasseur says Zhou wouldn't be joining the team if he didn't have the talent to get the job done in F1. It's great on the sporting performance side and the commercial side, he said. It's a huge opportunity for the team and the sport. It'll be a challenge for him to start in F1 is never easy. We have a limited number of test days, but he's talented. He's doing well in F2. He's still in contention for the title with Oscar. I think he has everything to be successful in F1 for the team and even for F1. It's a huge opportunity to have a Chinese driver on board. I take it as an opportunity for everybody. We can all say the Alfa Romeo team believes they made the best decision, and we hope they're right. How did the deal come together? Before the start of the season, it became vivid enough internally that Alfa Romeo's future driver lineup was set for a rearrangement. Kimi Raikkonen, the 2007 F1 world champion, has decided the 2021 campaign would be his last, while simultaneously the Swiss team had decided a new experienced face was needed to guide them forward. Boss Fred Vasseur swooped to recruit his number one choice, Valtteri Bottas from Mercedes, the Finn still highly motivated after what will be his 5 seasons with the reigning world champions. With Bottas' immense experience, Vasseur would focus on the second seat, and as has long been his preference, he wanted to blend youth with proven talent. In recent years, that driver has been from the Ferrari junior driver pool as part of an arrangement with their engine partner, with the Scuderia first placing Charles Leclerc there, then Antonio Giovinazzi. But that changed for this year, when Alfa Romeo recommitted as the Sauber-run team's title sponsor on a multi-year deal, albeit with options at the end of each campaign. In July, it became clear Ferrari would no longer have a say in who sat in the second seat. That helped stamp out speculation Mick Schumacher would take that seat, though I'm told that was never realistic and Ferrari always intended to keep him at Haas for a second season, and left Vasseur in a position to cast a wider net. The Frenchman has an eye for spotting and blooding young talent from his time working in junior formula, and continues to keep abreast of who's hot, who's not in F4, F3, and F2. They gave Giovinazzi time to prove he deserved a fourth year, the Italian a popular member of the team, but he was unable to put a string of results together that was strong enough. And so Vasseur, together with the team's owners, decided Zhou was the one. It was just the small matter of nailing the contract details. Can we say Zhou got lucky as Giovinazzi couldn't perform well enough? Maybe. We had a very good relationship with Antonio over the last year, said Vasseur. He did a good job with us. In the end, we had to make a decision. We had two good options. It's never easy, but we made the decision to sign Zhou. Who else was in contention for the seat? In the space of 72 hours, the driver's market kicked into hyperdrive. Following the announcement of Valtteri Bottas joining Alfa Romeo in 2022, a domino effect took place which saw movements across various teams. After all the announcements for the first driver's seat, a seat still awaited an announcement in Alfa Romeo. Although Antonio Giovinazzi remained in contention for a contract renewal, the Italian outfit did benefit from the enticing aspect of signing Alpine junior Guanyu Zhou. Since Antonio joined Alfa Romeo in 2019, he's shown flashes of real skill and speed behind the wheel. Even though he didn't score points that often, the 27-year-old helped Alfa Romeo move forwards along with former world champion Kimi Raikkonen. Before the Dutch Grand Prix took place, Raikkonen announced his retirement from F1, while Alfa Romeo replaced him with Bottas. Giovinazzi's future remains in doubt as his contract expires at the end of this season. Younger drivers always remain a threat to drivers on the F1 grid, as they're always trying to create a niche of their own. However, if they come with huge financial backing, the threat isn't just real, but it's magnified in an unbelievable manner. In this regard, Zhou looked the biggest threat to Giovinazzi's 2022 seat in Alfa Romeo even before he was given the title. While Mick Schumacher had a contract with Haas, the buzz had him strongly linked with replacing Giovinazzi before the final decision was made. In addition, his apparent feud with Nikita Mazepin did nudge him in the direction of the Italian outfit. Another option Alfa Romeo has is in their test driver, Callum Ilott. The Briton, who is a Ferrari Driver Academy graduate like Mick, will make his IndyCar debut with Jonas Hollinger Racing. Guanyu Zhou emerged as the chosen one ahead of all the remaining contenders put up against him. What do you think about Guanyu Zhou being picked as an F1 driver ahead of the next season? Do you think Alfa Romeo made the right choice? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Turn on post notifications for more videos like this.